Today's video, I hope, is going to inspire all you monochrome shooters out there. I've got lots of new portrait photography and also one of my favourite street photographs that I've taken in a long time. My name's Paul Reed. Welcome to the channel. Street photography and portraits, they've always gone hand in hand for me. I love doing both, and whenever I'm out on the streets, I'm always still looking out for portraits as well as street photography. Now, not every time that I come back from a day of doing street photography, I don't always get that killer shot, that photograph that I'd imagined, that photograph that is really going to make me happy at the end of the day that I went out. But this day when I was in Glasgow, I took this street photograph and look, I really love this photo. This photograph turned out exactly how I imagined it, and that is just so encouraging whenever that happens. I saw this guy, what he was wearing, and I ran ahead to a street that I really loved and just hoped that he would pass this street. And the other thing that I hoped was that I would actually capture the rain, capture that atmosphere, that gritty nature of Glasgow, and I did, and I'm so pleased with this. Like I say, whenever you get a shot like this, it really encourages you to go back out there and do more street photography. It doesn't always happen, but this one I'm really pleased with. Now, that photograph was taken during the street photography day of one of my 2-day workshops. But just because I'm doing street photography, it doesn't mean to say that I'm not looking out for those portraits. And I saw this guy, we were sheltering under a bridge in Glasgow from the rain, and I got talking to this gentleman and I thought he looked like a great character, so I took his portrait. The other portrait that I took that day was this guy called Jack. He's an actor, and I took his portrait down one of my favourite streets. Day 2 of one of my workshops is always dedicated to portraits, and I always pre-choose a few subjects so that I can demonstrate all my techniques on, and then also let all the people that have attended the workshop, let them shoot them as well. But I got some really great portraits this day. The first subject was Khadija, and I always use Khadija first because she makes everybody feel really comfortable, really at ease, and it's so easy to teach what I know to everybody whenever you've got a subject like that. The next subject was Sarah, and it was so windy, but her hair was just flowing in the wind, and I got some amazing shots of Sarah. Everybody did, but I got some real favourites here. If you're curious as to what I was using a Leica SL2s. Now, I've only just got this camera. I actually swapped my Fuji X-H2 for this, and I was using a 75mm f2 lens, and that's a TT Artisan's lens, really sharp, just a great lens. So I was enjoying using this because I'm so used to using M-mount cameras and, you know, manually focusing. And whilst I do love that experience, sometimes it's so good to have something that's just a bit more snappy so you can just concentrate on the connection with the subject and also just get things in focus every single time. The next subject that came along in that workshop was Tabby. Now, Tabby, totally different subject. It's amazing how different things are whenever the subjects are different. Like, everything seems to work differently, the lighting, the background. So Tabby has just got this real edge. She makes all of her own clothes. She's got all these tattoos, and she was just fantastic. I've got loads of Tabby. Here you go. The next subject was Sadie, and I got some really nice photographs of Sadie as well. Have a look at these. All in all, I love a lot of those portraits, but there's only some which I'll keep in my portfolio. There's some real cracking shots. I'll show you which ones I think, well, they're my personal favourites. It wasn't just me that got great images. Everybody got great photographs on the street photography day and on the portrait day. Look, I would love to see more of you on my workshops. I really love doing those workshops and interacting with everybody, teaching them what I know. So I will leave just a list of the workshops that I've got available. I'd love to see you there. There's Paris, London, New York, Edinburgh, Glasgow. I'd love to see you there. Before I use any bit of gear, for real, I always test it out first. Now, I'm lucky enough to always have Khadija, and we were on the beach and I thought, I'm going to really put this camera through its paces. So I tested this 75 as well as the SL2s, and I really love these photographs. Now, like I said, this is pretty compact because I know a lot of the SL lenses can be really big. I'm after a 50mm because I love the 50mm focal length, and I really don't know which one to get. I've got a 50mm, but it's so big. I'll show you how big this lens is, because this is the old Sigma 1.4 lens for L mount, and it's just too big. There's nothing wrong with it quality wise, you know, I love the photographs that come out of this, but I need something that's a bit more compact than this. So if you've got any suggestions, I was looking at the Sigma 1.2 50mm lens, that's a newer one, and I wondered if maybe that's, you know, that's the best 50mm lens to get. But just let me know in the comments if you think of a 50mm lens that I should get for the SL. Don't forget, Monochrome Portraits Volume 2 is available for pre-order. That's my new book, and I really appreciate everybody that's pre-ordered that so far. It really helps keeping this channel going. I just appreciate it so much. I'll leave the link in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed all those images. I think sometimes it's good just to put my new photography out there and just hope that it inspires you to go out and take portraits and street photography. See you next time.